Hey, what's up, guys? In this video, we're going to be talking about SSL channel strips, namely the differences between the E channel and the G channel. I happen to have them right here in front of me, not in hardware form, but we have the SSL channel stereo, which is, the first one that you may come across. That is the E channel. And then we have the G channel. So you're thinking, okay, what are the differences between these two things? So we need a little bit of a history lesson. So back in the 80s, SSL, solid state logic, released a mixing console with a compressor on every channel. And I'll say that again. For the first time ever, there was a mixing console with a compressor on every channel. So you can imagine, the loudness that ensued throughout the 80s and the 90s and even today. It is a direct result of this console. The dynamic section, yeah. So every channel, and it was loaded with channels, had a compressor on every channel and a gate, and a really characteristic fast attack that we might get into in a later video. So that changed it up, and it was all originally the E channel. And then the G channel came along, which is a little bit different. One of them is, by the way, people prefer the E channel. I don't know why. But anyway, one of the differences is the multiplier. This one has a bell, this one has a multiplier. So you can multiply if you have 6 or if you have like 2 kilohertz and you have that activated, it'll be 6 kilohertz. It's a multiplier. And this, I believe, yeah, it divides so you can get down into the subfrequencies. That's all well and good. But there's also another thing that separates the E and the G channel. And that is that the bell curve kind of adjusts itself in the G channel. It gets narrower as you boost the gain. So when you boost the dB, whatever, it'll like start out kind of flat and then actually, oh yeah, okay. So there's a way to kind of demonstrate it, and it's kind of, this is kind of like a mixing tip video. That's all about you know having the EQ characteristics of a vintage, or not a vintage. These are still used, but like of an analog console. And Pro Q? Yeah, Pro Q2 has this feature. So you select a friend here, and you hit this little gear icon, and what that does is, it actually says right above it, the gain will influence the Q. So as you boost the gain, the Q will automatically, I'll just switch that to 30 dB, will automatically kind of shrink. And you can adjust this in kind of extreme ways, right? And this is kind of what these older consoles did. So without, it does that kind of thing. But with it, it does that. So the more you boost the filter, the more surgical the bell, the more narrow it gets, kind of pokes in there, and that is the main difference. Two of the main differences between the E and the G channel. They're essentially alike. The E came before the G. The E is more sought after, but you walk into any you know multi-million-dollar studio, they'll have SSL consoles with both E and G channels, you know, for flexibility. So yeah, that's basically it. Hope you learned stuff. Take care and have a good one.